Speak ill of no man, but speak all the good you know of everybody. Never leave till tomorrow that which you can do today. While we may not be able to control all that happens to us, we can control what happens inside us.
Benjamin Franklin was an American founding father, inventor, writer, diplomat, and scientist who embodied the Enlightenment ideal of the self-made man. He lived from 1706 to 1790, spanning nearly the entire 18th century. Franklin was one of the key architects of American independence. He helped draft the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, secured the French alliance during the Revolutionary War, and established foundational American institutions. He is best known for his electricity experiments with the kite and key, his inventions like bifocals, his diplomatic achievements that helped create the United States, and of course, for being the face of the $100 bill. Throughout his writing and words of wisdom, Franklin focused on practical virtue, self-improvement, industry and frugality, civic responsibility, and the power of reason. He consistently emphasized hard work and the idea that anyone can elevate themselves through discipline and education. While many of the proverbs and sayings known to be said by Benjamin Franklin are not originally his, he popularized and modified many of them in his publication called Poor Richard's Almanac. So now, here are the quotes by Benjamin Franklin.
Fear to do ill, and you need fear not else. Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I may remember. Involve me, and I learn. There is small revenge in words, but words may be greatly revenged. The sleeping fox catches no poultry. Life's greatest tragedy is that we grow old too soon and wise too late. Sloth makes all things difficult, but industry all easy. Rarely use venery, but for health or offspring, never to dullness, weakness, or the injury of your own or another's peace or reputation. The only indisputable truth that the past teaches us is that the future will always surprise us. Always. I have never seen the philosopher's stone that turns lead into gold, but I have known the pursuit of it turns a man's gold into lead. Great beauty, great strength, and great riches are really and truly of no great use. A right heart exceeds all. Whatever begins in anger ends in shame. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. You may delay, but time will not. Many people die at 25 and aren't buried until they are 75. A penny saved is a penny earned. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. Fear not death, for the sooner we die, the longer we shall be immortal. I didn't fail the test. I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. Being ignorant is not so much a shame as being unwilling to learn. Hide not your talents, they for use were made. What is a sundial in the shade? Well done is better than well said. Lost time is never found again. It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. Instead of cursing the darkness, light a candle. If all printers were determined not to print anything till they were sure it would offend nobody, there would be very little printed. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. Not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult still, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. 'Tis a great confidence in a friend to tell him your faults, greater to tell him his. The person who deserves most pity is a lonesome one on a rainy day who doesn't know how to read. Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Never confuse motion with action. Educate your children to self-control, to the habit of holding passion and prejudice and evil tendencies subject to an upright and reasoning will, and you have done much to abolish misery from their future and crimes from society. He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. There was never a bad peace or a good war. For want of a nail, the shoe was lost. For want of a shoe, the horse was lost. For the want of a horse, the rider was lost. For the want of a rider, the battle was lost. For the want of a battle, the kingdom was lost. And all for the want of a horseshoe nail. The heart of a fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of a wise man is in his heart. Be slow in choosing a friend, slower in changing. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. We must all hang together or assuredly we shall all hang separately. When you are finished changing, you're finished. A slip of the foot you may soon recover, but a slip of the tongue you may never get over. When you are testing to see how deep the water is, never use 2 feet. In this world, nothing can be said to be certain, except death and taxes. Trouble knocked at the door, but, hearing laughter, hurried away. Who is wise? He that learns from everyone. Who is powerful? He that governs his passions. Who is rich? He that is content. We do not stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Be civil to all, sociable to many, familiar with few, friend to one, enemy to none. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. The best thing to give to your enemy is forgiveness, to an opponent, tolerance, to a friend, your heart, to your child, a good example, to a father, deference, to your mother, conduct that will make her proud of you, and to yourself, respect, to all others, charity. Work as if you were to live 1,000 years. Play as if you were to die tomorrow. Security without liberty is called prison. A house is not a home unless it contains food and fire for the mind as well as the body. When the well is dry, we know the worth of water. Contentment makes poor men rich. Discontent makes rich men poor. All mankind is divided into 3 classes: those that are immovable, those that are movable, and those that move. The only thing that is more expensive than education is ignorance. Those things that hurt instruct. It takes many a good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. There will be sleeping enough in the grave. To be humble to superiors is a duty, to equals a courtesy, to inferiors nobleness. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Eat to live. Don't live to eat. Fools make feasts, and wise men eat them. For the best return on your money, pour your purse into your head. Tricks and treachery are the practice of fools that don't have brains enough to be honest. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. He who can have patience can have what he will. Words may show a man's wit, actions his meaning. There are 3 things extremely hard: steel, a diamond, and to know one's self. Reading makes a full man, meditation a profound man, discourse a clear man. Many a man thinks he is buying pleasure when he is really selling himself to it. Speak little, do much. A good example is the best sermon. No one cares what you know until they know that you care. For every minute spent in organizing, an hour is earned. You can do anything you set your mind to. Happiness consists more in the small conveniences of pleasures that occur every day than in great pieces of good fortune that happen but seldom to a man in the course of his life. How few there are who have courage enough to own their faults, or resolution enough to mend them. One today is worth 2 tomorrows. Absence sharpens love. Presence strengthens it. Anger is never without a reason, but seldom with a good one. To cease to think creatively is to cease to live. Write to please yourself. When you write to please others, you end up pleasing no one. Genius without education is like silver in the mine. A false friend and a shadow only attend while the sun shines. A friend in need is a friend indeed. You only have the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. Search others for their virtues, thyself for thy vices. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Genius is nothing but a greater aptitude for patience. If you would be loved, love and be lovable. Let all your things have their places. Let each part of your business have its time. Resolve to perform what you ought. Perform without fail what you resolve.